белиться, белиться, не буду кудри завивать. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду кудри завивать. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду кудри завивать. Не буду с милым я знакома, не буду милым называть. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду милым называть. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду милым называть. Песен знаю, в один вечер все спою. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, в один вечер все спою. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, в один вечер все спою. В каждой песне по три слова: дорогой, тебя люблю. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, дорогой, тебя люблю. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, дорогой, тебя люблю.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Sorry I'm running a bit late. Sorry I'm also a bit tired. Thanks, Braden, I think, for the bets. Where's Azure? I'm right here. Hang on. I'm right. Hang on. I'm right. I don't have the cam. I'm sorry. Voido, my good friend Voido was supposed to be here with me. We were supposed to stream together today. Voido is a no-show, and betrayed me. So that's, very sad. So I'm just kind of stalling for time partially, and then the other half of my brain is thinking, well, if Voida is not going to be here, then what am I going to do with this stream? So what do you guys want to do? At least until Voido is here. I think because of time zones, Voida might be sleeping. So, would you rather? You guys want to play Would You Rather? Or feel free. Opinions of the IWW. I don't know too much about them, frankly, but I don't have a problem with syndicalist unions or like big unions or anything like that. The IWW doesn't exist in Sweden, as far as I know. So I really can't really say much about them. I follow them on Twitter, if that counts as like supporting them, whatever. So 9 a.m. where they at? I don't know where they're at. I think it's 8 a.m. maybe for them. I don't know. They're supposed to be here. They're not. No. Just kinda. It's internationalist? Yeah, but just because they're internationalists doesn't mean that they exist in every country. Like, there's just no office here. Like, there's no branch here. Like, yeah, they're internationalists, but like, there's no one here is a member of the IWW. It's like, I guess I could start the chapter, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be in a union with like one member. You know, feels very weird. Marxist Leninist or you're a lib? Well, I'm a lib then. Sorry. The truth came out. As your scapegoat is lib. Very sad. Very sad reality. What do you think of Antifa? Antifa. Well, I mean, I gotta hate Antifa. I mean, I heard Antifa they're the real fascists. Antifa, more like barely know her. Got him. Antifa, more like. More like. Okay, I plugged my controller in. Let's do Euro Truck. Let's be truck drivers. Everyone. That's what I usually do when I run out of ideas. Or when an idea that I was gonna have doesn't work out. Let's see here. Controller. We gotta run DS4 Windows in order for this shit to work. Okay, let me edit the stream. Room goes the dynamite is the name of the stream for now. Euro Truck Simulator. Why are there like 5 of these? Euro Truck Simulator 2, come on. Update. There. Okay. How am I gonna do this without doxing? And by doxing myself, I mean slightly showing like an icon on my desktop that maybe I don't want to show. Yeah, Euro Truck still needs DS4. As far as I know. I mean, it works. Like, it works without DS4, but it doesn't work good. Why is it in fucking... Why is it in stupid mode? With the... Oh, hey, Bleep Bloop Ben. Thanks for the raid. Oh, shit, you can't see. Oh, my God. Hang on, sorry. Of course you can't see. I didn't fucking change the thing. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Thanks for pointing it out. Oh, hang on. That's embarrassing. What isn't here? That's the whole reason I'm playing this in the first place. Icon says lib theory I read every day. What? Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, the folder on my desktop where of all my liberal, I read what's the name of that one super liberal that I read recently for university that I had to read more accurately. See something. She wrote why democracy needs the humanities. Honk if Thatcher's dead. There you go. Hang on, I think it's a little bit too loud. Audio. Oh, that's pretty low. She's still dead. She sure is. She sure is, fellas. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. That's stupid. What? Someone Google it. Why democracy needs the humanities. The super liberal book. It's like frustratingly liberal. I guess let's do... Yeah, let's do Italy. Let's go down Italy. The scenic route among the shore. How would you describe your personal socialist ideology? I would say I'm a Marxist, Azure scapegoatist, frankly. And I don't think being anything else is acceptable or valid, if I have to be honest. No, yes, Martha C. Nussbaum. Nussbaum is her name, yeah. That was one of the worst books I've ever read. She is like, I don't even know what she's... I think she might be a doctor, like a PhD, something or other. But, yeah, she wrote this book, Why Democracy Needs the Humanities, and it's like this, really weird, super, like, idealist, almost in the Hegelian sense of, like how to save the world, basically. Like she sets out this goal of like, the world sucks, and like the current system doesn't work, and like I don't know what the fuck she brings up. She essentially just, in some ways, correctly points out that like, yeah, the current system that we have is really bad, and then she's like, well, what are we gonna do to fix it? Well, what we need to do is we need international diplomacy, by which she means, you know, all these conflicts like between countries and religions and things. You see, what we haven't tried yet is to just sit everyone down around a table and talking about our problems. And then that's how we're going to solve the world's problems. That's how we're going to solve poverty. That's how we're going to solve religious disputes and jihad. and that's how we're gonna solve like the Middle East and like all these things. So we're just gonna sit everyone down. Fuck you. That guy came. Okay, that guy came out of nowhere. We're just gonna sit around a big table at the UN headquarters, and we're just gonna talk about our problems, and we're gonna paint our nails, and we're gonna watch chick flicks, and then just the world's problems are just gonna be solved. Like the inherent contradictions of capitalism, they're not even gonna matter anymore. They're just gonna, disappear. And capitalism is gonna be awesome, and the market is gonna be good, and everyone's needs are gonna be taken care of without the need for socialism. And yeah, that's it. So that's like the entire book, and I had to read that for a class at university for a professor who is also extremely liberal, who was a big fan of Nussbaum, and he did not like what I had to say about that book. So everyone was talking about like, oh yeah, she brings up some good points, like when we were doing like seminars and stuff on it. Like everyone was talking about like, oh yeah, she brings up some good points, and yeah, she talks about like the need for diplomacy and why people need to be educated in the humanities and social studies and all these things. And yeah, like we're doing a fucking program for social studies teacher. Of course, everyone is gonna be like, yeah, social studies is really important. It's really important that everyone knows social studies. And if we lived in a world where everyone has a university degree, or like a fucking PhD in social studies or sociology, then yeah, the world's gonna be a better place. It's like, wow. Yeah, sure. Like, that's not an unobtainable goal at all. Most of my teachers are extremely liberal, except one who's probably at least a Demsoc. He thought Nigel Farage, Mr. Brexit, was leader of BNP, literal British Nazis. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's not. Nigel Farage is not the leader of the BNP, the British National Party? Isn't it there's the EDL, the English Defence League, which is the fascist ones. And there's like the British Union of Fascists or something? But I think that one might be the old one. I don't think that exists anymore. You got them confused. Yeah. I mean, I can't say why you got them confused. Yeah, I had BUF was outlawed. I don't think they were ever outlawed. I think they kept existing. I feel like I looked it up once. And like after like what's that one thing called? The battle on the street thing where they went down, where they were gonna go down like a street with a bunch of Jewish communities. What the fuck? What's it called? Cable Street. Thank you, chat. Okay, maybe the party itself was banned, but I know that there was a remnant party of a bunch of people who used to be in the BUF, and there were like three old men at the very end, like super old geezers who were members of the BUF back in the day, and they had like a remnant party, like a BUF party with using the same logo and everything, and some of them were like boarding mostly and that kind of thing. And then I guess some of them were like moderate fascists or something. But I think even that, the remnant party is gone now. I think even they're gone. Done with. Because they're like the last generation of fascism, and that's just not cool anymore. We need the new generation of fascism, which is creeping into normal everyday politics. What are the policies of Azureism? Everyone gets their own truck. Yeah, everyone gets their own truck, and everyone can be a self-employed freelance truck driver. And what we do all day is we just transport goods around, from places. That's Azureism, I think. Okay. Reading chat and driving a car or driving a truck is not things that should be done at the same time. Do as I say, not as I do. New generation fascism being legitimized by social democracy. Like fascists gonna be fascists, but social democrats piss me off. Social democrats piss me off as well. Especially when they stop being social democrats and start being like libertarians. What are you, a cop? Yeah. Oh god, someone just pasted the whole thing. British fascists. Old ones. Banned in 1940. Yeah. Football racist. Massive Islamophobes. Oh yeah, no, line breaks don't work. I don't think in Twitch chat. Because they would be way too easy to spam, I think. Oh yeah. I mean, football hooligans and football racist, that's very much a... I think it's kind of a Europe thing. Like football hooligan racists. I think we definitely have like very Islamophobic football racists here as well. It's such an interesting phenomenon. It's like football racists. Like, what is it about football that also makes people racist? I guess it's like you're cheering on your national team. So there's a bit of nationalism in there, and people who take it way too far also become fascists or nationalists. And part of nationalism is hating people who are not from your country. Football racist is someone who is like a football hooligan, like a super football fan, and they're also massively racist. And there are a lot of them. A lot of like super ultra fans of footballs, like football hooligans, the kind of people who like, if their team loses, they go outside and they like burn cars and stuff. They're the kind of people who also like hate Muslims and that kind of thing. Usually. I mean, there are probably some people who like to burn cars after their team loses in football and they don't hate Muslims, but you know, that's you know, I feel like people who burn cars and like destroy streets and things and smash windows because their team didn't win in football are not like the kind of people who have like progressive views on race relations, you know. But you know, I don't know, maybe they're fucking PhD, I don't know, maybe they're like Dr. Jill Stein, they have a fucking whatever she has a degree in. Oh, my loan installment. Moslaten bought Oiko and his statue in his hometown kept getting vandalized. Yeah, they tried to saw the foot of his statue off. Didn't they like take the statue down because they just kept vandalizing it, and the city had to keep paying for repairs, and they just kept destroying it. Yeah, that's fucking insane. I never got into football. I get it. I get the game. I played it when I was a kid, like for football practice and stuff, and I just could never get into it. I could never get like the fervor that people have, like the true passion that people have, where they get like so into the game cracking open a cold one with the boys. I mean, that part I can recognize, you know, just chilling and having your friends over and watching sports. Like that part is fun, like being with your friends and watching something is fun, but just watching football like on its own and then being so invested that you want to burn shit when your team loses, that I never got into. Not that I like blame people who do like football. I'm not saying it's like I'm so intelligent, I'm so five-headed that I like I don't need football to sustain myself. Like I've evolved past the need for football. Like that's not what I'm saying. I kind of wish I'd be more into football, because like my family and stuff are into football, so it'd be cool if I also like football, but I just don't. The only sport I like is Marble Run. Yellow's Marble Run on YouTube, where they do marble races, where they just have teams of marbles of different colors and they race, and then they have like tournaments and the Olympics and things, and like Formula E and everything. That shit's fun. Like that's a sport. That's a real man sport. You fucking come in here talking to me about baseball, about badminton. No. Marble races. That is the only valid sport. Girlfriend is Macedonian and the whole country's obsessed with handball. Oh, she turns into a monster watching it. Wow. Interesting. Handball. Yeah, we have a handball in Sweden as well, but I think football has to be like the national game. Except during winter when we do hockey. Hockey and football are like the big two sports in Sweden, I would say. But we also do handball. Like it's also pretty big. Pretty popular sport. Yeah. Azureism is just whatever Azure says at the time. That's true. That's accurate. What's European handball? Handball is like football, except you throw a ball into a net, and you have a goalkeeper, and people try to take the ball from each other. It's really just football, except you throw the ball with your hands instead of kicking with your foot. That's pretty much it. Like, there's really not that complicated. Just take football and make it handball. It really is what it says on the tin. Like, it's very good name for it. Wimpy rugby with no tackling. That's it. That's European handball. Oh god, chat. Wait, hang on. Can you guys type a little bit slower? Wait. What is handball? Don't get sort of team nationalism that some people have. Engaging. You have a goalie taking hard balls to his nuts all the time. That's true. That's a big part of handball. Also need to dibble the ball in. Oh yes, that's true. It's like basketball, but a big net instead of a hoop, kind of. I guess, I don't know. There's a lot of like jumping, and because the ball is a lot lighter than a basketball. It's a very like kind of a soft and not as heavy ball. So there's a lot of like in basketball there's more like dribbling and going around the court and moving. Handball, it feels, is a lot more standing in one place and jumping and throwing, and maybe moving a little bit. You know, it's a styrofoam ball. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like basketball is probably more exciting than handball, frankly. But I think I might be getting my fucking citizenship revoked if I say that, because we don't play basketball here. You know, the fucking European Union secret police is gonna raid my house soon, probably. As soon as they have an AI scanning Twitch streams looking for Europeans talking shit about handball. Reject sports, embrace swinging in our vines, embrace monkey. Yeah. Oh, to be a monkey living in the jungle in Indochina, living off mangoes that you steal from angry farmers who chase you with a rake. That's the life, dude. Riveting gameplay? Yeah. Dude, this is game of the year every year. What, you don't like driving trucks? What's wrong with you? Driving trucks is life, you know? It's a lifestyle. We be trucking. Yeah. Listen, we're driving a truck through Italy. Like, what the hell more do you want? Is there anyone else on Twitch doing this right now? Why play Euro Truck Simulator when you can ride pigs in Minecraft? Sorry, hang on. Someone said something. Are you a Eurosceptic? Jesus Christ. Skeptic, sure, I'm skeptic toward a lot of stuff. I'm skeptic toward everything. I'm skeptic toward the Swedish government and the concept of Sweden in general. I'm skeptic toward the European government. the concept of a European Union in general, but I'm not like a super. I don't get caught up that much in anti-EU ness. I don't really care that much. Like the big things are like. I mean, what I like about the EU is freedom of movement, freedom to live in whichever country you want, freedom to move about and to travel without a passport, the freedom to like study in other European Union members' universities and stuff. But yeah, like the EU has laws about like making it more difficult for countries to nationalize parts of their economy, and like in the bottom, like at its core, the EU is like a free trade organization. Like it's made to facilitate trade and private enterprise. So, although in some ways it's good and it has good things, it is also made for sustaining capitalism and international capitalism, and I guess a little bit of protectionism and like protecting the European market from like Chinese and American influence and that kind of thing. Although American influence is pretty prevalent, I don't think the EU really does. Well, I mean, the EU does have pretty good like privacy protection laws and stuff, which is good. And I think it's more effective when the EU does stuff like that, like when they tell Google like you can't collect this kind of data, or you have to make it public that you collect this data, you have to make an opt-out of this kind of data and that kind of thing. Like when the EU as a whole does that, I think that's a lot more effective than like if Sweden alone were to do it, you know? I think that part of the EU is good. I mean, I think the concept of international cooperation is good, but there are parts of the EU that I think are less good. Like the fact that they very much favor private enterprise and look down upon nationalism, or not nationalism. Well, they do kind of. Well, no, not really. They kind of facilitate nationalism in a weird way, but nationalization of industries and socialization. Yeah. Azure hive mind runs Europe. Dude, I wish there was an Azure scapegoatist party in Europe. I would run it. I would be president of Europe. First of all, I would invent the position president of Europe, which I don't think exists. And then I would become it. And then I would run Europe with velvet iron gloves. Gloves made of iron, but with a velvet cover. Make of that analogy whatever you will. I'm not sure I know what that means, but you figure it out and you imagine for yourself. Supreme Leader. Supreme Leader does sound based. Supreme Leader is just objectively a cooler title to give yourself than President. Like, oh, I'm the President of Guyana. Like, oh, great, that's cool. But are you the Supreme Leader? You know? God Emperor is also pretty good. Like God Emperor of Guyana. Like, that sounds a lot better than President or Prime Minister of Guyana, you know? What? Commandant, Emperor, yeah. All very good titles. First Citizen, yeah. Princeps Civitatis. Princeps Civitatis? I'm supposed to know this. I took a Latin course. It's interesting though, the fact that like Roman Emperor was never like a standardized title that Roman emperors would give themselves. Rather, they would use a myriad of different titles, like Imperator, which roughly translated can mean something like victorious. It was a title before the empire. It was a title given to generals who had succeeded in great campaigns. They would be called Imperator. And then Caesar took it after his campaign in Gaul, and then he kept it. Like, he became imperator for life when he became dictator for life. Caesar was given a fuckload of titles and things. I mean, I don't even know how many titles he had by the end. He was just given title after title after title of things to call himself. But yeah, one of them was imperator, which is where we get the word for emperor in English. But a lot of emperors after Julius Caesar took the name Caesar for themselves, even if they were not biologically related or related in Roman law, like Augustus or Octavian, who was the adopted son of Julius Caesar, but was not biologically related to Caesar, but he was given the name Caesar in Julius Caesar's will, so he took the name Caesar and called himself Augustus Caesar. And the name Caesar became the symbol of power and imperial glory, so all the emperors after Augustus also took the name Caesar. And Caesar is where we get the German word for Kaiser, and is where we get the Russian word for Tsar. They both come from Caesar, and it roughly means emperor, but originally it was just the name of a guy. Tsar is a cool title, yeah. Tsar and Kaiser. Kaiser. Julius Caesar was how it was originally pronounced, because the C in Latin always made a K sound. It never made an S sound. So the senator and orator who be known as Cicero in his time would have been referred to as Cicero, which I think is a fucking hilarious thing to call yourself. And he actually talked about himself in third person, and people around him would like comment on how weird it is that he speaks in third person and refers to himself by his name instead of saying I. Like, that was just something that he did, and everyone was like, well, that's Cicero, that's how he does it. But he was so well respected that it was like, well, it's fucking Cicero, you know? Like, yeah, Cicero is, he refers to himself in third person. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? That's just his style. That's just how he does things. Sounds like an anime name, Kikero-san. My neighbor Kikero. Favorite Roman emperor was Aurelian's, the restorer of the world. Yeah. Every time you address Azure, you have to say their full name with all the titles. Take 10 minutes at least. Imperial Majesty, Restorer of the World, Twitch Streamer for Life. Yeah. Every Roman emperor wasn't just the Roman emperor, but they had a whole bunch of titles, which would make them like de facto the Roman emperor and like dictator for life. But legally, de jure, all the power came from the Senate still. Rome never officially stopped being a republic and started being a monarchy. They just elected a guy to be supreme dictator ruler for life, and they gave him like a bunch of titles, and he controlled the Senate, and they just did whatever he wanted to do. But technically the Senate was still in power until like very late in the Byzantine Empire, in like the 1300s, I think, like 13 something ish, when the Senate was abolished for good and the emperor just took over as a monarch, like officially. But yeah, until then, technically, the Senate was in power, and they were the ones who elected the emperor. They just happened to pick whoever the last emperor wanted, which was usually the son, unless there was like a coup or something, which did happen a lot, in which case they would just kind of elect like a general or a captain of the guard or something, like just some prominent guy, or a senator, or yeah, just some elite guy who could take over the position of emperor. Which didn't exist. It only, like, the position of emperor only exists like for for the sake of convenience for historians. Like, it's the guy in charge, but there was no like emperor. There was only like Imperator for life, which meant like victor or victorious for life, which was given to people who had like done campaigns and things and won great battles or whatever, or overseen battles and that kind of thing. So generals, like Julius Caesar. And then the name Caesar, which they would just give themselves because they could, and they kept that lineage. They would have like titles like the first citizen, or the first among equals, or the first senator, and these kind of things. Princeps senatus, princeps civitatis, all these things. The first of many, I think, was one of them. I don't know. Yeah, like super great guy with the biggest schlong around, like all these things, like the most blessed, the fucking son of Jupiter, like yeah, just fucking whatever he wanted, like. And that is pretty based, just to be emperor and be like, I want to be called like the haver of big dick. Like I want my title to be just the guy who has the biggest schlong around. And the Senate just like, well, he is the emperor, like we can't really say no, like he wants that to be his official title, like what the fuck are we gonna do? Mano has a baby hanging between legs. That one statue of Augustus. I forget what that baby is supposed to be. Opinions on Sweden/Scandinavia. What are their advantages and shortcomings? Should one move there? I think that's an interesting question. I think I mean, we have a very high standard of living, and we have things like free healthcare and free education and that kind of thing. So I think it wouldn't hurt a lot of people who are looking for that kind of thing and maybe don't have it in the country where they live. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt them to move here if they would want to. But Scandinavia is not some sort of paradise where everything is good all the time. We do have a lot of socio-economic and political problems, and a lot of just social problems, like with racism. Scandinavia is seen by many as like this super progressive place, and yeah, maybe fucking Norway or Finland are kind of progressive. Although even Finland in some ways is not as progressive, but like Sweden didn't stop classifying homosexuality as a mental illness until 1970, and it didn't stop classifying being transgender as a mental illness until 2008. Yeah, 2008. Being trans was a mental illness until then. In general, there are a lot of hurdles for trans people who want to get hormones, who want to get sexual reassignment surgery, who want to change the legal gender. The one thing that's easy is to change your legal name, but that's just because it's extremely easy to change your legal name in Sweden, because administratively, like in the eyes of the government, it doesn't matter what your name is that much, because everyone has the national ID number, which like everything is tied to the national ID number, not tied to your name. So you can change your legal name, I think like once a month for $10, like if you wanted to, which is pretty funny that you can just do that. You can change your first name, middle name, and last name for $10. You just send. You can do it online. You just like go onto the equivalent of the IRS, like the tax ministry, whatever, and you're just like, yeah, I want to change my name. I want to be Big Dick Haver Johnson, or yeah, whatever, and it takes like 2 days, and they're like, yeah, that's your new legal name, Big Dick Haver Johnson. Welfare safety net is means tested, yeah. It's like changing your gamer tag on Xbox. I mean, basically, yeah. You can, you can change your name very easily. You can change your name to a feminine name if you're trans. That's what a lot of trans people do, is they change their legal name to a feminine name, even though their legal gender is still male. Because changing your legal gender takes a lot more time, is more expensive. I think it's $200 to change your legal gender, and you have to actually go to court and appear in court, and you have to have a lawyer that like justifies why you should be allowed to change your gender. I don't think there's ever been a time when like someone has been turned down and not allowed to change their legal gender, but still, it's a whole like procedure, and it's a very complicated thing, and you can't do it alone. You have to have like you have to go to like a therapist, and then you have to contact someone who contacts someone and that kind of thing. It's a whole thing. A lot of trans people have very bad experiences with the healthcare system in Sweden, especially the mental healthcare system, which is very terrible. And it's basically non-existent. There's like one guy who does. Okay, that's maybe exaggerating a bit, but the wait times for mental health care are very long, unless you go to a private clinic and pay out of pocket, which is very expensive. Sweden has a problem with wealth inequality? Yeah, we do. They're at that still, even after the whole debacle of making people do gender surgery before changing gender. Yeah, we don't require that anymore. We used to. We also used to sterilize trans people who did sexual reassignment surgery. Or was it, what's the politically correct thing? Like gender correction, or I don't even know. SRS. That's what I know it as. Yeah, they used to force sterilize. We don't do that anymore, but Finland still does, for some godforsaken reason, which is very sad, because Finland, in a lot of ways, Finland is more progressive than Sweden. Finland has better social safety nets. Sweden has better education and healthcare and all these things. Like, Finland generally is more like progressive, or like has more socialist policies than Sweden does. But yeah, they still force sterilize trans people when they do SRS. Gender confirmation? That sounds weird to me, because it's like gender confirmation. Like, I don't know. That almost that sounds worse. Like sexual reassignment surgery, that's like basic to the point. It's like describing what's going on. Gender confirmation is like, well, why do I need surgery to confirm my gender? You know? Anyway, I don't care. Whatever is the thought Sweden was democratic socialist paradise. Dude, I wish. No, social democratic in like the 70s or 60s, yeah. But since then, no, in like the 80s, when like Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan were around, social democrats were just like, wow, neoliberalism, that's hot, and just started sucking mad Reagan dick throughout the 80s and 90s, and they're still going strong. I mean, they're still sucking that Reagan dick, the corpse of Reagan's, yeah. I mean, they want to privatize all the shit that they once nationalized. They want to do like means testing and new public management and charter schools and private private healthcare and all this shit. And it's like all these things, like, oh, well, the wealth will trickle down. Like, we've been doing fucking trickle down economics for 40 years. And all we've gotten is fucking 3 economic crises and this t-shirt, you know? Like, what the fuck? Like, none of the wealth is trickled down. We've done this fucking trickle down shit for 40 years, and we've gotten nothing for it. But everyone's just like, we've just gotta keep privatizing, dude. Just gotta keep lower those taxes. I mean, it's bound to trickle down eventually. I mean, that fucking wine glass at the top is gonna be fucking filled to the brim. It has to trickle down, you know? Just gotta keep filling it. Gotta keep pouring fucking tax cuts. You just gotta keep giving money to billionaires. I mean, it's gotta trickle down eventually, man. And it never does. But I don't think anyone gives a shit. Trickle down is just a hidden pipe that trickles down to tax havens. Yeah, remember when the Panama Paper scandal came out and nothing happened? And no one was in trouble? And everyone just kind of moved on? Remember when we found out that no one that has money is paying any taxes? And everyone is just like, well, I mean, we kind of expect, like, yeah, that's... like, we kind of knew that already. Like, even like Emma Watson, like fucking Emma Watson had a fucking Panama Papers, like a fucking tax haven bank account. Fucking ultra progressive woke queen feminist is like not paying taxes. Maybe she is now, I don't know, but she wasn't at the time until she was found out. And then I think she like blamed her lawyer, like, oh, I didn't know, my lawyer just said that this would be a good thing for my taxes or whatever, and I just do what he just said. That's the normal excuse that celebrities gave, like, oh, my lawyer just said that if I did this I would save money, so I did it. But yeah. Jimmy Carr, I think, a comedian in the UK, he's like turned it into a self-deprecating joke now that he like doesn't pay taxes. It's like this whole bit he does. The only result of trickle down is wealth inequality. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who would have guessed that fucking austerity wouldn't make people have more money? Like, what? That's insane. Jimmy Carr was in the Panama Papers. Maybe not the Panama Papers specifically, but there was definitely a scandal about Jimmy Carr not paying his taxes. I don't know if it was specifically the Panama Papers, but it was around that time that it happened. So, I don't know. I just assumed. But it might have been something else. But yeah, he wasn't paying his taxes. He was doing tax fraud. And then it became a running joke that he, like, doesn't pay his taxes. And he's like this, just his sleazy fella. Or, I don't know. He's like this guy. I don't know. George Memelus? Memelus? Imagine being named Meme. British YouTuber? Really? British YouTuber was in the Panama Papers? Bro, how the fuck? Why do I not have a Panama Papers account? What the fuck? Oh, he wasn't. Oh, okay. It was an ongoing joke. Oh. That's such. What's your favorite goat color? What? Blue goats. I mean, that's what I am. Although I guess that I don't want to come off as a racist against other goats. So I don't see color. You guys think PewDiePie is paying his taxes? Didn't he like move to the UK so that he wouldn't pay taxes anymore? Because Sweden has higher taxes. I think so. Oh wait. There's a piece of merch which is a top hat that just says I own $37,000 to the government in tax fines. That's hilarious. I want one of those. I'd buy that. Yeah, I pay my taxes. Yeah. Fucking think I. What do you think I am? Some kind of criminal? Some kind of Antifa? Is that what you think is that what you think of me? That I'm an Antifa? Only Antifa doesn't pay taxes. That's what I heard. Promoted anti-Semitic content, handed out N-words like candy. Wow. Never mind, I guess I won't be buying from his merch store. That's a funny top hat though. But jeez. Don't pay taxes on my Soros bucks. Yeah. See, that's the big problem with Soros bucks. Is, hey, Phony Roni, thanks for subscribing. The big problem with Soros bucks is that Antifa just don't pay any taxes on them, you know? They just get the Soros bucks in the mail, and then they buy baseball bats and spray paint to do graffiti with, and hot chip, and they don't pay taxes. That's the real problem with Antifa, and that's why we need to bring him down. You know? Commies, and they're not paying taxes. Well, did you know the Soviet Union didn't have an income tax? Or taxes in general, because they didn't need to, because they had a planned economy. At least until the Khrushchev era, I think. And then they did have taxes. But that's kind of when they started doing their 180 toward markets and privatization. ANCAPs don't pay taxes, communists don't pay surplus value. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the problem, is like, you can choose to not pay taxes. Like, you can do tax evasion, but it's very difficult to do like surplus value evasion, you know? Because your boss is holding on your money hostage. Like, you don't pay your surplus value to your boss. Your boss pays you the value of your labor minus the surplus value. Extracts the surplus. Like, your boss is the one who controls your paycheck, whereas you are like actively paying your taxes to the government, and you can choose, even though it's illegal, you can choose to do tax evasion. You can't choose to do surplus value evasion. If you could do that, that would be a fucking awesome, like, striking tactic. You could just get everyone together and just be like, all right, guys, let's not pay our fucking surplus value to the boss anymore until he agrees to our demands. Sadly, that is not how that works. I think it's very difficult to do tax evasion in Sweden, because a lot of it is just like done automatically. They just look at what you spend your money on and where your money comes from, because they just look at your bank account, and then you pay taxes according with that. I guess you can do like, oh no, my fucking fidget spinner was a business expense or whatever, but I don't know. I've never really heard of any major tax fraud. The only tax fraud is when the government cuts taxes voluntarily for big corporations. But that's not even tax fraud, that's just bullshit. Surplus value evasion, steal the fucking cash box. Yeah, exactly. Azure writes of Euro Truck Simulator and it still CS business. I bought Euro Truck Simulator so long ago, I already paid my taxes on it. I'd have to get a fucking rebate. Like, yeah, you remember that game that I bought like 6 years ago? Yeah, that's a business expense. I forgot to file it. Can I get a tax rebate? Like, can I get that money back? Wait, what? $60 back on your taxes? Like, yeah, I need $60 back because I bought a video game, but it's part of my job now. It's a business expense. You know. Fucking $60 business expense? Like, you don't have any other business expenses? No, it's mainly just a video game. They'd probably be like, yeah, sure, man. I don't think they. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't know if $60 is that much. Actual gaming YouTubers write off games. No, but I will tell you that they get refunds. They can play a game for 2 hours and then they make that into a video, and then they just get a refund through Steam, and they just get the money back. Because you can play a game on Steam for 2 hours and then get a refund. I just noted Gaddafi not allowed on the wall. Gaddafi is on my nightstand because I kiss it every night before I go to bed. When I made that background picture, I just took pictures of whatever I had in my work folder. So, I have American Johnson up there, Olof Palme, the late Prime Minister of Sweden, Ho Chi Minh, Fidel Castro, and Gaddafi. And then on the wall, I think it's a sign. I think it says something like, "This is a Muslim home, Assalamu alaikum," or something like that. Listen, I think I was tired. It was late. I just needed a background for the stream. He was the lefty one. He was probably one of the most left-wing prime ministers we ever had. He sided with the North Vietnamese in the Vietnamese War, in the Vietnam War, and he was against American intervention there. He was the first Western leader, I think, who diplomatically recognized the Northern Vietnam and to have diplomatic relations with them. Yeah, he was assassinated. I forget what there was apparently we found out who it was. I forget. It was a while ago. But yeah, it was in the news. Apparently we found out who it was, maybe, but it's still, I think, officially unsolved. Andy Amanan, maybe, something like that. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't fucking buy newspapers. All that shit was in the newspaper. I don't buy fucking newspapers. What do you think I am? Do you think I'm made of money? Think I have $2 to spend on a fucking piece of paper? I don't have fucking $2 to spend on a Euro Truck simulator design case. What? Or the Tribune article about him seems cool. He was pretty cool. Yeah. Did housing programs and stuff. Keep affordable housing campaign and that kind of thing. What was the stuff about involvement ever getting any credit? What? Bush? What was that stuff about Bush involvement ever getting any credit? I'm not sure what that question is, Grams. Do you know? The Bush involvement? Bush involvement in what? In the assassination of the Swedish Prime Minister? I don't think he specifically was involved. Bush being involved? I don't think so, but I don't know. What's this? Azure uses your name for something. I just if I'm playing a game where I can name something after someone, then I'll name it after you. But I don't know if I can do that. Truck manager. I name this truck. I name it. I want to name this truck. Sell, upgrade, copy. Come on, can I not name my truck? Why can't I not? Come on. I want to name it. I want to name it. I don't think I can name anything in this game. Maybe I can recruit someone. No, probably not. No, I don't think so. Sorry, you just wasted your good boy points. Should have known what you were getting into. That's how it is in this... What's that meme? That's how it is in this... something of a world. Hire someone, one of the requirements of that they legally change their name. I have to hire them from Sweden, because then it's easy. It is kind of funny how easy it is to change your name in Sweden. You can change your name on a whim if you want. The government's just like, yeah, whatever. I think that we still have laws about... We have naming laws, but I'm unsure if they apply only to naming a child, or if they also apply when you're giving yourself a new name. Because when you're naming a child, Legally, you can't name them something that could get them bullied. Oh, mods can refund challenge points? Oh. I don't know if I have any mods on the channel. Mr. Hanson, I can probably mod you, right? If you're still in here, if you're still in chat. Probably. I mean, I'm asking if you want me to. I don't know how it works. Oh, okay, never mind. We can talk about it. We can talk about it later. I'm mod for a few if need one. Grom Starino. Grom is tough but fair. Alright. I'll mod Grom Starino. How do I do that? Wait, do I just type in /mod? Right? Copy. /mod. There you go. Right, yeah, Bush involvement. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like a little bit suspicious, I guess, that the Swedish Prime Minister came out against the Vietnamese War and then he was mysteriously assassinated. I don't know. It's just a conspiracy theory. Hey, you got your refund. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Now you can spend it on not that much. Well, fuck, shit. God damn it. I'm a good driver. Don't worry about it. Ow. The fucking wipers are on. Hang on. The Azure dictatorship. What have I done? What have I done? Why are you so upset? Why do you not like me? Why are you here? I should try to get Nightbot so we can set up some commands. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good. I have mods, but they're not here, I know. No. They were just mods that I brought over from YouTube when I was streaming there. But I guess they fucking abandoned me when I changed platforms, you know. And that's how it is sometimes. Hi, Cloud. Yeah, F in the chat. All the moderators abandoning me. Watching Hassan instead of me. Come on. Come on. Can you imagine? Come watch lol. Is Hassan live right now? Yeah, I'm very upset at Hassan. Because he didn't react to my video. He said twice he was gonna react to it and then he never did. And he still hasn't followed me back on Twitter. Which is like, what the fuck? He just keeps forgetting about me. He just fucking he just sees me chatting, he's like, oh, what's up, Ashy Scapegoat? And then I'm like, hey Hassan, are you gonna watch my video today? And he's like, oh yeah, I'll watch your video later, or I'll watch your video tomorrow. And then he just doesn't. He just fucking completely does not. And then I think yesterday he watched the new Second Thought video, which came out after my video, which is like, what the fuck, man? You just I thought you had like a queue system or something. He's afraid you will steal all his fans. Yeah, that's true. He's afraid of me. He's afraid of my charm. I don't even need to show my face. I don't even need to be a himbo to get his fans to come over. Ah, fuck, god damn it. You always watch the second thought vids, but not yours. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I talked to JT about that, about the fact that Hassan was probably gonna react to his video when we put it out. Yeah. I think JT said he was gonna like ask Hassan about it or something. Or himbo in my heart. That's good. Jordan, horse your vid into a second thought videos. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. I get JT to put up a video, but it's just like a fucking re-upload of my video. That would be really fucking funny. Oh, it would be funny actually. If I could get JT to upload like an unlisted re-upload of my video, and then he just gives it another title and a thumbnail. He just names it like how America fucking how America overthrew the government in Bolivia or something like that. And then Hassan watches it, and it gets added to the React queue, the React playlist that he has, that his moderator set up. And then he opens it and he's like, "Psych, bitch. Promised you'd watch this video from this stupid YouTube channel with a goat avatar. Now you can either keep your promise or you can show everyone what a hypocrite you are and just close the video. In which case I would be sad. And then you will have my sadness on your hands. My tears on your hands. And you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. Shit recording of a tea with your vid on it." How long have you been doing YouTube? Since February of 2017. Technically. I've never done YouTube like as a... I don't know, I never had like an upload schedule or anything like that, but the first video I made was just a fluke. But like it was just like a one-off thing, and then it got 2 million views, and I was like, oh shit. I have to do something, like I have to make another video, and then I did, and I kept making videos, and people kept liking them. And then I was like, well, I guess this is my life now. The first video was the difference between socialism, communism, and Marxism as explained by a Marxist. It's a terrible title for a YouTube video, but it's very accurate in what it's about. So, and it did get a lot of views. So I guess the title is fine. I haven't changed it. Yeah, that was the first. A lot of people watched that. That was the first video a lot of people watched. Pretty sure pretty much everyone who watched my videos watched that one first. Yeah, the Cuban democracy video. People watched that one. The North Korea video. And that kind of thing. One of my favorite videos that I made was actually the Swedish anthem one. That's the one that I worked on, I think. At least on the visuals, I worked on that one the most. On the script, I think for the script part, Why Socialism is Red, I think is the best script that I ever wrote. But the audio recording that I did, like I re-recorded it like 3 times, but it never came out exactly how I wanted it or how it sounded in my head. And the visuals weren't very impressive either for that one. But the script itself, I think, was the best one that I did. Why Socialism is Red. And yeah, the best visuals, or the visuals that I worked on the most were for Why Sweden Doesn't Have a National Anthem. Because I like hand drew a lot of those scenes and stuff. Instead of using stock footage or pictures or anything, I just drew stuff in Photoshop and things. And I was like, I was gonna do like very crude drawings, and I just kept working on it, and I was like, well, might as well make it look good. May 1st video? Yeah, that one was good actually. It doesn't have views because the it was taken down, and then it was demonetized, and then did like a censored version, but it was really bad. So the video that's on my channel now has like 6,000 views because it's like the third version of that video that I uploaded. That sucks. It had more videos, it had more views before. Probably would have had more like 50,000 if I had kept the original, if the original had stayed up, but YouTube deleted it. It was like, yeah, there was a copyright strike on the song at the end. Yeah, a bunch of shit like that happened, and then they demonetized it because it was about violence, and it's like, I tried to, yeah, whatever, it was stupid. Like your Second Thought collab, I burst out laughing when Second Thought just came in your video right away, going to Best Buy. That dude loves talking about Best Buy. Yeah. He sure does. No, I had like a skeleton script, like an outline of a script ready, and he looked over it, and I was talking to him like, I think what the script is missing is like more concrete references, or like more concrete examples of capitalism and depression. Because the script was very like theoretical, very analytical. It relied way too much on the sources and stuff, which we did change. But yeah, he came in and he was like, I can write you like an anecdote from when I was working at Best Buy. And I was like, dude, that sounds great. You do that. And so he did. Too soon with American Johnson. When the revolution comes, Second Thought is gonna beeline it to the Best Buy. Yeah. I gotta see Voida fucking... I'm gonna... God damn it. Damn it. Voido. God damn. What the hell? I mean, seriously. What? Like, huh? Question marks? I mean, what? Okay. Listen up. Now, I've had it up to here. What do you want for dinner? And we. I think the good boy points lead in inflation. I have 2.4k again. Yeah, I just set the points to whatever. They probably do need to be a bit higher, but I do want the history question to be really low. Honestly, I could just set the history question to be 1, because I do love talking about history. I don't want to do either of these, I don't think. But the problem with the history question is people ask about like the Soviet Union and stuff, which I'm really genuinely not interested in from a historical point of view. But, you know, as like a political YouTube channel, people want to know my opinions on political things, and they politicize history, and so they're like, well, what do you think about Stalin? And I'm like, I don't give a shit about Stalin. Like, yeah, I don't care if you like, I don't care if you like Stalin. I don't care if you don't like Stalin. Like, he died so many fucking years ago. I really couldn't give a shit. I don't think he's politically relevant to anything I'm doing or we're doing or anything like that. Okay, I hate this. Why have I crashed so many times this stream? I think it's because the chat is on my other screen, but it's at the far right of my other screen. So I have to turn my head to look at it. So I actually have to take my eyes completely off the road in order to look at chat. Yeah, don't chat and drive, but I don't know how else I'm gonna do this. What's your favorite historic period? I think my favorite historic period changes a lot. I've been into a lot of different historical periods, but I love me some early civilization. Like some some Bronze Age. I love me the Sumerians and Babylon and Egypt and the Indus Valley civilization and ancient China and yeah, like some of the Native American early civilizations, like the Olmecs and the Mayans and things, are also pretty interesting. I'm really interested in like the first civilizations because it really gets to me that like this was, you know, 5,000, 6,000 years ago, but in these civilizations and in how these people lived their lives and how the governments operated, we can still find so much in common with how we live today and how our governments operate, right? And like the game of Ur, which I've played on stream, it's a 4,500-year-old board game from Babylon, and you can play it today, and it's a fun game. And it's just like, holy shit, people play this in Iraq 4,500 years ago, and we can still play it today, and it's still a fun game. And it just kind of reminds me that no matter how separated we are by time, and no matter how far back in history we're talking about, people are still people, and people love doing people things like playing board games and having fun and drinking beer, which is like one of the first things we ever invented after creating civilizations. One of the first things we did was just like drink beer and wine and shit. Like we've been getting drunk since we fucking could get drunk, you know? Like one of the fucking first thing that humans invented, we got like fire, sharp sticks, we got pots, soup, and then we have like beer, wine, board games. Like it's just funny to me because it's like, yeah, we still do all those things. Pot. Civ 5 or 6, play it now, or Hoi 4 EU4. Yeah. Yeah, I could play some Civ. You guys want to play Civ? Sure. Let's do it. I'm just gonna switch the scene real quick. Yeah, this is all I have installed right now because my I had to uninstall like my entire Steam library because my hard drive was filling up. But I have a new hard drive now, or an SSD. Are you muted? No. I am here. Hello. I can see my microphone moving. Wonder who the first person to drink poison mushroom reindeer urine was and how it was established that it was something you could do. Perhaps some sorcerer was just spitballing one day and turned out he was correct. Well, I don't have a good answer to that question. Don't underestimate humans' ability to find shit to get stoned or wasted on. Like in northern Sweden, they drank reindeer urine that had been fed poison mushroom to get wasted, and that's innovation. Oh, right. That's where that came from. Yeah. I mean, model, please. That's fucking annoying. What is it? What the hell is this? Clock, clock, clock. I hate menus that do this. Like, yeah, I get it. I hovered over a thing. You don't have to fucking click at me, bro. Jeez. Can I do a Hard to Find 4 community event? Maybe. Yeah, apparently that's the new Civ 6 launcher. Why do all launches look the same? Oh. Man, it's been a minute since I played Civ 6. Failed to determine graphics device capabilities. Alright. This should only take a minute. Borderless window. Okay. Anti-aliasing. Performance impact. Ultra, I guess. Frame limiter. Stable. Give me all the good shit. Why isn't there like a just give me all the good shit option? Confirm. Okay. Who are we gonna play as? That's a good question. Catherine, Cleopatra, Gilgamesh. I mean, Gilgamesh is pretty fucking epic, to be fair. Just historically. Qin Shi Huang, pretty good. Trajan, Wilfrid Laurier. I think I want to play as Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was the richest man in history, right? Am I? Yeah. Yeah, he was the king of Mali. He went on a tour when he went to Hajj. He like inflated all the economies because he just fucking dropped. He just made it rain everywhere he went. See, before Minecraft Civ 6 all have the same launcher layout. Yeah, apparently. Genghis Khan from Civ 5 was lit. Yeah, I don't remember too much Civ 5. Let's see, game difficulty, Prince, that's the default one. Ancient era, standard. Let's do quick. Sure. Okay, what's the continents? Sure. I think I want to turn off score victory. Or no. No, let's keep it on. Okay. Let's do that. He went on the Hajj after adopting Islam. Gave pounds and pounds of gold to every person he
From
came
the
across.
first stirrings
Yeah.
of life beneath water to the great beast.
Very based. Hang on, I have to move my my Streamlabs a little bit. Oh, wait. Ah, hang on. Okay, again. Sean Bean. Who doesn't love Sean Bean? Okay. Euphrates River. Hmm. Let's see. This is probably a lake, right? This is not the sea. I think I want to move here. Little there next turn. Yeah, see, it's only a lake. I wanna port to the sea. That's important. Oh, hang on, I should change the category. Civilization. Why are there so many games with civilization in it? Sid Meier's Civilization 6. There it is. Babylon. More like update. Okay. Is this supposed to look shoppy? Oh wow, yeah, that looks really weird. Let's try doing game capture instead. Game capture. Sid Meier's. Next slide, please. Why is it not picking it up? Hello? Hello? Auto, maybe. Looking for a game to capture. It's right here, dude. Come on. Maybe if I make it... Fuck's sake, come on. I have to go to the menu to change it to full screen. Game options, graphics, full screen, firm. What the fuck? Come on. Come on, man. What do you mean looking for a game? It's right there. What is this? Capture specific window, civilization. Donald Trump statue? What are you talking about? I'm using Streamlabs. Does that not work with Civ or something? Is it stupid? At the top of the looking for game thing. Hello? Okay, you can see my mouse. What the fuck is... Oh, okay, great. It can see when I... want to play a video game. It's something. Yeah, you guys just want to watch my mouse go around the screen? We're pressing Alt F4. Thanks, guy. I'll try it. Oh, wait, you can't even see this. Why can you only see my mouse? Wait, this is so fucking weird. Look, wait. What the hell? You can hear the sound. You can see this title screen, but you can't see the... Like, I'm in game options right now, but the screen isn't... it's not showing up. Like, it's updating the mouse. The mouse is moving around, but it's not updating the screen. What is this? Why is this so weird? A windowed? But a windowed mode? No? You must be able to see that. No? Still black. Wow. Civ 6 does not want to be streamed, huh? Civ 6 just refuses to let anyone stream it. Like, nah. This is copyright infringement. You are not allowed to stream this video game. Is that where it is? Do they like have a no streaming policy or something? Had this before with an HDMI cable. It wouldn't capture video because it was working harder on a video game I had open in another tab. It'd be working on something else that requires more capture power. I don't know. I don't know where it is. If you send me your PC, I will fix it. Okay. Let's not do Civ then, I guess. We can do Hearts of Iron. Why not? All you fucking weebs play that game anyway. You've been asking me nonstop to play it. Yes, play. Let's do TNO. Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron 4. TNO. Modded. Poly. No, never mind. Alright, fuck it. Update. Okay, mods. Hate this new. Okay, new order. Play. Keanu Reeves' Chungus moment. Forget about wholesome spear. Isaac was the good Nazi. One saw someone cite this as a source while making an historical argument. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Subscribe to Road to 56. Yeah, I haven't played that in a long time. It's not that good. Sadly. It's better than vanilla, but it's... Once saw someone cite the Black Book of Communism as their source. Yeah. Do that. Look, is doing... Wait. Doing the same thing. Oh, no, it works. Okay, what the hell is going on with this fucking stream? Hang on. Where's my content video producer? Creator dashboard. Like, it's not updating anything. Okay, maybe once I get into the game or something, I'll try it. This is so stupid, man. Start. Okay. Does this work? Are things moving around? I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up. How is it looking? Is it really choppy? Hello? Still on the loading screen. Hello? Wait. Okay, what is this? It's still on the loading screen for you guys, right? What is this? Why is this so weird? Is it Steam? It's not loading for me, like it's done loading for me. Why is it doing this? I'm depressed. Yeah, I'm fucking sad. I don't understand why it doesn't. Maybe it's Streamlabs. Maybe. But it was working fine with It was working fine with Eurotruck. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Anything else? Okay. Like, it captures the mouse perfectly, which is really funny. It's just like, yep, that's the mouse. The mouse is right there. And then it's on the loading screen. It's still loading for me too. Eurotruck is the only Twitch sanctioned game. Okay, now I'm on the main screen. But it's not showing the main screen on Streamlabs. There's some buffer setting on Streamlabs to get lower latency mode. It's not working for Hoi 4 and 6 probably just because of the game. Buffer setting on Streamlabs to get lower latency mode. Maybe. Oh, this is so stupid. Streamlabs kind of sucks. Well, okay. But Streamlabs is built on OBS. I don't see why there's a difference. Okay, let's try capture any full screen application. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. That waitlist issues with OBS. I can try using OBS. Okay, I'm gonna stop the stream and then restart the stream, I guess, and see if that works.